Being in this relationship with you for the last year has been everything to me. It's changed my life. It's impacted me in ways that you couldn't imagine, and I'll always be thankful for everything you've done, everything you've been for me, every time you've been there for me, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. We've had our ups, we've had our downs, but we've never lost sight on what we want to be in the future. Getting married, having kids one day. We know that God has a plan, and I think it's for us to be together for the rest of our lives. I never knew how much of an impact somebody could make on somebody's life until I met you. You've made me want to be a better man. You've made me want to take better care of myself, because not only do I have to be healthy for me, I have to be able to be healthy for you and be there healthy for our family. And you've made me want to be a better man of God, because not only do I have to focus on my relationship with God, I have to be the spiritual leader in our relationship and make sure you're getting spiritually fed as much as I am. And at the end of this video, I want you to know how I've been feeling and may have not said to you or may have never expressed to you, but I just want you to know where I'm coming from. One of my favorite things about you, if not my favorite thing about you, is how supportive you are. Whether it's supporting me in my basketball games, spending the weekends in the hospital with me, or just being there whenever I need you. It's amazing how much you care about me and how much you show it. And through everything you go through, whether it's stress, whether it's being sick, whether it's you don't feel good enough, I'm always gonna be there to support you. I'm at Haverhill High, where I first heard you sing in the worship team, and I heard you sing The Greatness of Our God. And at that time, we weren't talking, and I remember texting you after, telling you how great of a job you did. And now that we're in a relationship, worship, seeing you on that stage is one of my favorite things every week that you're on there. Our first date was nerve-wracking, to say the least. I remember driving to Necco to pick you up thinking, do not blow your first date, Cody. And thankfully I didn't. We went to Tommy and Candace's to eat dinner and watch a movie. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, I really want to hold this girl's hand. But me being a chicken and me not knowing what you felt about that, I remember not grabbing your hand till about 30 minutes of the movie was left. And by that time, there was no time. But thankfully we had the ride home where we got to talk, connect, and just learn more about each other. And I'm glad that first date led to many more dates and then our relationship. And every time I take you out now, it's like the first date again, and that's how I always want to treat you. I never want to get sick of taking you out. I never want you to think, oh, I don't feel special anymore, because I always want you to feel like the first date. As you can see, I'm on your front porch where, after a long night of hanging out and just having a good time, I messed up our first kiss by not kissing you on the lips. But thankfully you still kissed me anyway, and I've learned how to actually kiss you. But the reason I messed up was, yes, I've kissed girls before, but I knew that this was something special, and this one actually meant something, and my heart was beating so fast that I didn't know what to do, so I just walked. I walked up, kissed you right here, and walked away. And thankfully you said, where are you going? You missed. Like I said before, the fact that you give up your time and you can miss family events, miss singing in the worship team on the weekends, or just miss hanging out with your friends to spend the weekend in the hospital with me is amazing. It's honestly mind-blowing how God put someone in my life that has the same mentality about this as I do. That if we believe God is bigger, everything in the end will be okay. And we know the week of the hospital is hard on both of us, but we also know that it's the best way for me to get healthy quick and be here long term for you. Now I'm at my house where my 3 favorite words you say were first said, and that's I love you. I know we didn't get to say it first in person because I was in the hospital, but this is where we first said it and actually got to see each other face to face. And I know you say all the time, I don't know how you love me, I'm not perfect, but you're perfect to me and you're perfect for me. I thank God every day for you, for blessing me with you, for such a great girl, great woman. And there's not another woman on this earth that compares to you. You honestly are my better half, and you make me fall more in love with you every single day just by being yourself. And every time we say I love you now, it's like the first time over and over, because honestly, I do fall in love with you more and more every day. And I tell you that all the time. I know it may sound cliche, but it's honestly true, because I don't know how I was blessed with such a beautiful, amazing, God-loving, just all-around wonderful woman like you. And I hope that through my faults, everything I do that I don't deserve you for, I'm just thankful that you love me also. And I'm excited that we talk about marriage, we talk about the future, and I'm just excited that you can look in the future and see me in it, because I see you in mine. The way you worship Jesus and the way you love Jesus impacted me on how I love Jesus and how I worship Jesus. And now that we're doing Devos together and praying together, and how church is just a major part of us, it's just amazing to have somebody who loves Jesus as much, if not more than I do. And the way you love Jesus and the way I love Jesus, it just makes it easier to love each other because we know what real love is. And for that, that's probably my favorite part of our relationship. By now, you probably already know what I'm gonna ask you. But before I do, there's somebody I have to talk to first. Right now, I'm on my way over to your house to ask your parents if I can have the honor and privilege of marrying you. I'm freaking out, but I'm also excited because I know that this is the first step on starting our life together and spending the rest of the days here with each other. It would be an honor to have them tell me that I can marry you, because I know how close you are with them. And if I didn't ask them, it would be a shame on me. So I'm excited to start this process. So wish me luck. Well, I wanted to come talk to you guys about proposing to Sarah. And I know how you guys are close, and you know how with all the posts and everything. Yeah.
Oh, it is? Oh.
I think you know I love your daughter, and there's not another girl or anybody I would want to spend the rest of my life with. So I was just coming over just to see what you guys thought about, or if I could get your guys' blessing to marry Sarah.
Yeah, you got my blessing. I know she feels the same about you.
Yeah, it's crazy, because last April, or when we started talking, I wasn't even looking for a relationship, and then somebody said, "Why don't you talk to Sarah?" I said, but I'm glad I did, because we're like perfect. All these little moments were leading up to something huge. And I believe God's got a great plan for us. And I know we're ready for this next step. So Sarah, Megan, I have one question to ask you. I love you so much, and I've been waiting to do this for a long time. So, will you marry me?